whether they're production animals or game animals. And specifically in Africa, where the biggest threat to wildlife is not hunting, it's not poaching, it's actually loss of habitat. And the one way to protect habitat is to make habitat generate an income. And what's happening in Africa is that large tracts of land are being lost to wildlife through other activities, whether it's logging or commercial farming or mining. And so bringing a return to hunting as a conservation exercise is one way to keep large pieces of ground pristine. And certainly at Sandymount, that's exactly what's happening. Sandymount has seen an opportunity to generate revenue through hunting. And yes, that has a detrimental impact from a hunting impact in that some animals die in that process, but essentially 15,000 hectares get conserved. So one has to allow in the hunting conservation sort of dilemma that there is a side that is removing wildlife, but that, if it's done properly, are animals beyond breeding that are not contributing to the gene pool. And that allows the regeneration, but most importantly allows the protection of a very large piece of ground that remains pristine. It's not being run by cattle, it's not being turned into a maize farm. It is essentially 15,000 hectares of Africa.
Sandymount is in the southwestern part of the Free State Province in South Africa. It is about 100 miles southwest of a city called Bloemfontein in South Africa. The drive from Bloemfontein is safe and easy, under 2 hours. Getting our clients to and from their destination safely and efficiently is only part of our commitment to you and your family's security while on safari. Or you may simply fly directly to the property, either from Bloemfontein or Johannesburg on our private air service, which is fast, safe, and very discreet. The main lodge is an antique manor house that has been completely but sensitively restored and decorated to capture the charm and elegance of a bygone era. Warm afternoons lead to relaxing and game viewing by the safe and elevated infinity pool. The Zen-inspired mountain house sits high above an endless African savanna, perfectly framed by its expansive observation deck and large picture windows leading directly off the various living areas. Bathing at the mountain house is an experience in and of itself, just steps away and overlooking valley brimming with wildlife. The restored traditional Boer farmhouse at Grootfontein is a feast for eyes and senses. No detail of the architecture has been overlooked. There's nothing quite like taking lunch, afternoon tea, and game viewing by simply gazing from the veranda across the 10,000-acre backyard. One of the special treats offered at Sandymount is the option to sleep out, either in a traditional canvas safari camp, or another option to actually sleep out right under the canopy of the star-spangled African sky, falling asleep to the crackle of a campfire after a lovely dinner prepared and served right out in the bush, the way the famous explorers such as Livingstone and Salou may have enjoyed. Family adventure begins either at the Grootfontein stables or the main lodge paddocks. An award-winning team of horses is saddled and waiting as our means of travel for the most exciting and timeless game viewing experience. Sandymount takes hunting and game viewing adventure to the next level with their superior fleet of horses. A perfect way to explore this vast land. These horses are trained for desert endurance racing, so they can go all day if you can. around at dinner recounting the varied wildlife we encounter each day on Sandymount. Sandymount offers world-class fly fishing. This option offers an hour at sunrise to do traditional wing shooting for doves, ducks, and geese. Sandymount promotes safe, fair chase opportunities for the hunter to test his wit against a sharp array of spectacular prey. In retrospect, I think one of the aspects that made our experience with Sandymount and their charming staff so spectacular was that I felt like my family had the opportunity to enjoy the adventure of a lifetime with people who were truly cut from the same cloth. It is the friendships which we formed experiencing all this adventure, magic, and romance together that made it so special for all of us. The staff of Sandymount feels like family now, as if we have shared some of the most fantastic moments of our lives together.